This week we're taking a look at Michigan. We're in a little bit of ISO right here, and this is the very first look we're going to look at here at 21 personnel. If we're looking at what they're going to do as far as schematically, all they're going to do is basically base everything up front. Some people call it zone base. If you call it zone base, you'd be zoning away from the ISO, but right here, if you're just calling it ISO, you're going to double team the A-gap player to the backside linebacker. So right here with this 159 to the front side, you're going to double the front side nose to the backside, ISO the front side linebacker right here, and it's really just a test the wheels here from a fullback and a linebacker. See who is going to be the more physical player, who's not going to turn down contact and run straight downhill to this double team, make a cut off of that one way or the other. Everybody else is going to base. Reasoning behind why you'd want to do this a lot of times, keep these ends from squeezing, being able to dictate what happens, whether they're going to box it, whether they're going to wrong shoulder it. They just want to instead just base these guys, run straight at them, make this linebacker step and make a play, and let's get on those safeties, because these safeties are going to be unblocked, obviously. But take care of that box. Base everybody, don't let anybody get in momentum, running and squeezing and dictating what you're doing so they get downhill. So we're going to dive right in, take a look at Michigan running ISO from this past year. Here's the exact formation that we saw and we drew up. And right here, Minnesota's in this three front. As you see, you got these backers right here, wide outside linebacker. This guy's walk down, not quite on the edge. You got a strong safety rolling down here as well. A little bit of motion, he's going to try to be on that safety, leave these corners when possible, try to let those guys make a tackle. Again, basing the 5 technique, basing the 9 right here. ISO on the front side. Here's a good double team to the back side. Base here on the front side as well. Running back, he's sliding 2, getting straight downhill. Again, just getting that double team, press that. There's your fullback tight end taking on that guy with his play side if he can. Hit that thing vertical, falling forward again. It's not just clean, but right there you can see just getting a lot of movement because you're getting a good double team. And then it's just a test the wheels here with this linebacker and tight end. And with a running back with a little bit of steam as well, falls forward, gets about 4. Same scheme here, same game. Again, motion in this 3 front. They really like to run it. Base here, base, double team there to the backside, base. ISO right there. Hopefully with that motion, we can get up on that strong safety. Don't let him get to the box too quickly. And right here again, same side, downhill. And this time get a ton of movement right here. Roman Wilson probably should have gone and gotten this guy, left that corner, but instead he just basically leaves both of them because he turns back too soon. But Donovan Edwards makes one of them miss, can't make the corner miss. But as you see, if he pins that, now we're going with the corner is exactly what you want. But tons of movement on this double team, which is great. And opens up tons of space. Way too much room there for that linebacker trying to fill in. And he's even getting just absolutely manhandled by that fullback tight end. So again, just showing physicality here by Michigan. Another way they can do it. Keep those guys from dictating what's happening by squeezing, basing everybody up front. Hit that thing downhill right behind that ISO block. Should have been a bigger play. Got one on with the corner, but instead had to make a guy miss. Still got tackled by the corner. Basically the same personnel here, little different formation. Of course, you got 2 receivers over here. They motion over to the weak side. 4 front here from Ohio State. You got a 3, you got a 1, you got a 5. And pretty easy here as well. Again, you want to double team the A-gap player up. ISO right there to the front side. Everybody else, we're going to probably get a double team there, base on that. So if we get a couple double teams, which is great. Work to the backside with a good angle. And again, if you got a linebacker that you feel like your fullback's going to be a lot more physical, this is really good. This is a great read here by Corum getting downhill. Again, read that double team. See what happens. On this one, you see this linebacker gets all jumbled up. There's a ton of space here to the backside. So he just puts his foot in the ground. He just, again, getting one-on-one with that safety. And this time, makes him miss. Now it's a foot race to the end zone. Again, this is a huge game. Tie game against Ohio State. And they're running ISO right here at 21 personnel. And absolutely melting people's faces. Making a safety miss. Big touchdown here for Michigan in a huge game. Another look here against 4 front again. You got a 3, 6 or 9 over here on this side. You got 2 receivers. Motion, just a little bit of window dressing here. Not real sure what that motion was for. Maybe he's trying to get that guy, but they don't let him get in far enough to get there. Again, basing this 5 tech, double team that A-gap player, base, gonna double there, out. ISO, all the way from that 3 or 4 yards depth on that linebacker who's trying to squeeze, make everything bounce. He's trying to make this thing bounce to this unblocked defender here. Be able to beat him with speed. That outside linebacker's not quite able to get in there fast enough. But, again, ISOing, getting downhill. It's 1st and 10. They get about 4 or 5 yards, which is what they're trying to do. Of course, they could pop this if they can motion him in a little bit tighter, get a piece of that, and hit that with momentum, break an arm tackle. Have a chance to get up on those safeties that are rolling in late. Here you are, same game, this time on the goal line against Rutgers. And they're running it strong this time because they got a 1, 5, 9 as opposed to 3 and 6. So right here, now we're gonna double team this A gap there, base, ISO there. You got an unblocked guy. This is the corner strong safety to roll down. Probably went corner over based on what it looks like. Base, again, straight downhill. You're gonna have an unblocked guy, you're on the goal line. So you gotta find a way to make somebody miss. Playing with some momentum, absolutely runs through this guy. Again, it's a safety or a corner, so it's not a linebacker. You take care of all the bigger guys in the box. Lead that corner, safety to try to make a tackle on a back. And that back just runs right through him, gets to the end zone right there. Great run here by Corum, just knowing. And that's why he scored so many touchdowns. He knows, hey, there's going to be an unblocked guy in the box. I've got to be a guy. I've got to run through a guy's shoulder. I got to finish, reach, find a way to get to the end zone right there. And that's what he does on this ISO loop. Another way this ISO can really be effective, especially after you ran that G lead and you're stretching out wide just a little bit, you just run straight ISO downhill at them. These guys are just basing. You're getting a double team here again on the A-gap player. There is a gap here, which is all you're looking for. Like if you're just looking at it aerial perspective, if everything's even, we want to run that direction because there's a bigger gap right here to run ISO. And then this fullback just basically cleans up. You got your inside gap. If there's nobody in your inside gap, then you just work back. So that's basically what they have right here. And to the backside there, all the gaps are filled. So everybody's just got to work in, leave this defensive end or this outside linebacker here to try to make the play. And you see the back action. He didn't even slide down and do anything. He just straight downhill. Got to get there quickly. McCarthy just hands off. Should probably be booting away or showing pass. I really don't know which one, but should be doing something. But right there, just hitting it so fast. Finding a bubble, falling in the end zone right there. Another way on the goal line to be aggressive. Just fire off the ball, lead on a linebacker with that fullback, especially feel good about that matchup. And maybe they're anticipating that run off the tackle with that G lead or power. Another look here. This one looks like everybody's basically blocking down. They're going to leave this guy. They're actually doubling there. Base, everybody's blocking in, trying to just make a wedge. Leads up on this linebacker, lead the corner again. And just downhill. Straight downhill. No slide step, nothing. As soon as that ball snapped, I'm going. There's your ISO. Get big bodies right there in the middle. Find a way to get in the zone. Great push there by the O-line. Gets to the end zone right there on that heavy set, running ISO. Here they are against Rutgers. And again, if you're just looking at this defensive structure, there's your alley right there. There's a gap. So everybody just needs to base, keep that wide, lead in there. There's going to be one of these two guys going to be unblocked. It's the goal line. That's what happens. Probably going to get double. Everybody else is squeezing here, double it there. Probably not going to get up. Probably just going to have to work that double as far as we can. But right there, get a ton of movement. That's what really makes this play. Is obviously a first and goal and tons of movement. If you're getting that much movement on the goal line, you're going to get in. And that's what they got right there. And again, I think they're anticipating this G lead to the front side, something out here. But instead, run straight ISO, base those dudes, let them stay in that gap. Big fullback leading in there. Moves that linebacker 2-3 yards into the end zone.